South Africa is on the eve of Freedom Day tomorrow. It's a public holiday in the country that marks 24 years since the first democratic elections. To chat some more on what the day means for contemporary South Africa, let's cross to our political analyst. She's on the line from Johannesburg, Lebohang Pheko. Good afternoon, Lebohang. Thank you for making time for us on what I know is a very busy day for you. How do the majority of South Africans relate to Freedom Day, especially seeing that we have a new generation of South Africans who have a very different relationship to the state than their forebears?
Thank you. So I think it's a day of great ambiguity. It's a day that I think a lot of people don't relate to in any particular day, in any particular way. And I think that's also not uncommon and dissimilar to the manner in which we engage with other national holidays, moments of remembrance, including March 21st, June 16th, etc. There's a lack, I think, of shared identity and the common cause around this. And I think that one thing that's also lacking is a sense of reverence around what these sorts of occasions mean. And there's several reasons for that. I think the one is that many people don't think that Freedom Day has brought any particular freedom, and I think that's an opinion with which I have great sympathy myself. Secondly, that it is a moment where certainly this rainbowism that we have been forced to live with, the rainbow nation, all of its contradictions after 24 years are so clear that African people are for the most part still marginalized and dispossessed socially, economically, and to some extent even politically. And thirdly, I think that we as a people, this is manifest by the way that we relate with even symbols, national symbols in general. A lot of people don't even know which direction the flag should be hanging, or cannot sing the whole national anthem all the way through. We haven't really invested much in what it means to be, what citizenship means and South Africanness means in this country. And I think that we've gotten so lost in the diversity discourse, which I think is a false narrative, but we've really forgotten or haven't really even gotten to the core part of what a liberated South Africa would look like, and what it would feel like to live in a truly liberated South Africa.
Lebohang, let me just interject there. You're speaking of a lack of affinity between the people and the state. How do we go about rebuilding that strong connectivity that we need at this point?
So I don't think we've ever had a strong connectivity. We certainly had none with the apartheid colonial state. There probably might have been some in the 1990s, post 1994. But nation building is a tricky thing. Nation building requires us to believe and to think and to act as though we are moving in the same direction. It requires us to have a popular imagination. It requires the imagined space of what this country should look like, could look like, to be one that we all work towards, whether it's in our education system, whether it's in our workplaces, whether it's in ensuring political processes and governance institutions work and function optimally, whether it's ensuring that our languages do not die, that African languages don't die. And I think also ensuring that we consistently and continuously engineer an identity that is true. We cannot perform South Africanness and perform culture and perform a sense of pride in ourselves on Heritage Day, for example. It's not a performative. It's not a performative function. It should be a transformative, ongoing, consistent state of being, which illustrates and embeds what South Africa is, what it means to each of us.
Thank you. That was Lebohang Pheko joining us on the line from Johannesburg. Thank you for sharing your insights with us so generously on the SABC News Desk.